All this week, Donald Trump's been taking quite a few hits from his rivals on the campaign trail. One of them, not holding back at all, is Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal. I had a chance to catch up with him earlier. Welcome, Governor. It's great to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, your campaign has taken a very big turn this week with you launching a no-holds-barred attack on Donald Trump. You've called him, quote, a narcissist, egomaniac, and even questioned his faith by saying, quote, he hasn't even read the Bible. Isn't that taking a leap, actually calling him essentially a phony Christian? Is that a cheap shot?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, the comment about the Bible. What I was saying was when asked his favorite book, he said the Bible. He said he couldn't name a scriptural verse that had an impact on him. So I joked, I don't think he's read the Bible because his name's not in it. I don't think he reads books that are about him. Here's the serious point. We've got a unique opportunity in our country. The left has run the country into the ground. $18 trillion of debt, Planned Parenthood selling babies' parts across the country. Our president, who is about to allow Iran to become a nuclear power, he has run the country into the ground. Conservatives have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get our country back, to implement conservative principles. We have to ask ourselves, are we going to turn to proven conservative principles, or are we going to turn to a man who believes in nothing but himself? The idea of Donald Trump is great. It's been an entertaining show. But at the heart of it, he's not a conservative, he's not a liberal, he's not a moderate, he doesn't believe in anything but himself. It's time to say enough is enough.
When you say he's not a conservative, are you referring to his ties to the Democratic Party in the past? Because when you take a look at it, for example, Ronald Reagan was a Democrat in his political career, and then he ended up switching over. So it does show that people can evolve as politicians and in public service.
Oh, certainly. Look, and others have criticized him for giving money to Democrats, for being friends with the Clintons, for his previous position. That's not what I'm saying. Look, I don't think he has any interest in policy or in substance. He tells us his tax plan, his health care plans are going to be fabulous, are going to be terrific. He's all over the map. He's for socialized medicine one day, he's against it another. He's for higher tax rates. Donald Trump's not for limited government. He is really just for Donald Trump. What he has told us, look, he's not against top-down big government. He's just opposed to the idea that he's not the one running it. A lot of his show has been entertaining. Look, I enjoyed the fact that he's an outsider, that he's politically incorrect, that he takes on the D.C. establishment. I agree with all of that. These fools in D.C. do need to be fired, including the Republicans as well as the Democrats. His diagnosis is right. His prescription is wrong. His prescription is that he's the solution. He's not the solution. Here are my two concerns. One is that he might actually implode if he were to be the nominee, and he can't be the nominee. He would implode in a general election, giving this election away. I think Hillary Clinton has gift-wrapped this election to us. He's the best gift for Hillary Clinton. Here's the worst alternative. If he actually got into the office, we have no idea what he would do. You know, people say you can't let him near the nuclear codes. It's worse than that. We have no idea what he would actually do in the White House. This isn't about me. This is about a moment in time in our country when the idea of America is slipping away.
You're saying it's a moment in time, and I hear you about that. But you are launching this attack against Mr. Trump, who responds in a Twitter response. He says, quote, he did not make the debate stage, and therefore I have never met him. I only respond to people that register more than 1% in the polls. I never thought he had a chance and have been proven right. You know, with all due respect, sir, you are right now registering in the latest CNN poll at 1%. What are you going to do in terms of gaining the momentum? Where do you go from here to reach out to voters?
This isn't about me. Look, I wish Donald had been better in his insults. I wished he had. I was expecting more from him. I thought maybe he'd come back and insult my, say I was too ugly to be president, or insult my faith, or say that I had low energy, as he's done with others. He can do better than that, but this isn't about me. This is about the fact we got a narcissist, we got an egomaniac. It's always all about Donald Trump. The act has been entertaining, but this is an important moment to get our country back. And my plea is not to the establishment. The more they attack Donald Trump, the stronger he gets. My plea is to the conservatives to say he is right that we need to fire the political insiders in D.C., but he is wrong in saying that Donald Trump is the solution. We need to be serious. Let's turn to our conservative principles, not this entertainer.
And really quickly, you pointed out yourself that those who have gone on to attack him, like Lindsey Graham and Rick Perry, they ended up hurting their own campaigns, and their numbers actually went down. You're not worried about that?
Not at all. Well, look, the way they attacked him, they said he was a cancer on conservatism. They said he'd given money to the Clintons. That's not what I'm saying. Look, put all that aside, and all that's right. But the bigger point, I think they missed the bigger point. He is not. He's an egomaniac. He's a buffoon. He's an entertainer. He's a reality TV star. He's not serious. He has no substance. He has no intellectual curiosity to learn about policy. He is not going to be our nominee. He's not going to be the next president. It is time for us to get serious. The summer silliness season is over. It's time for us to get serious.
So there you have it. Bobby Jindal not mincing any words there.